Hello everyone and welcome to Rad Chat Live at UKIO. My name is Namanjorka Anderson and I'm joined by fellow host Joe McNamara.
Hi everyone.
So we've got a lovely new guest here who's probably wasn't quite ready to come on, but we've got you on now.
Yeah.
Would you like to introduce yourself please?
Yeah. Hi everyone, my name is Paige Ward. I work at AGFA Healthcare and I'm a clinical product manager.
So tell us a little bit about your career, because your accent sounds like you're not necessarily from the UK.
Yeah, and my accent's faded a lot. So I'm originally from Australia. I've been in the UK for just over 5 years. So I literally came to the UK 2 days before the first COVID lockdown.
Oh gosh.
Yep. I booked my flights before we knew COVID existed, so I think I was very fortunate to have made it to the UK.
Yeah.
And this is the reason I came.
Aww,
so everyone always
love,
asks. So
love.
yeah, yeah.
And what made you want to be a diagnostic radiographer?
Good question. So I finished high school and I'd applied for biomedical science. I got in and I was like, do I want to be a scientist? Like, what does that mean? So then I took 2 gap years and I worked in sales. I was actually one of those annoying people in the shopping centres that kind of stops you and tries to sell stuff.
Nice.
So I met a lot of people, and like a lot of the time when you're starting conversations with people, you're like, what do you do? And one guy was like, I'm a radiographer. I've never heard of that. What is it? He's like, oh, it's pretty easy. And I wouldn't say it's an easy job. It is hard work, especially with shift work. Thought it sounded cool, had a look. Tick the boxes, involved physics, healthcare, science. So yeah, that's how I got into radiography. I guess that's how I got to where I am today as well. So yeah, I did my Bachelor of Medical Imaging Science in Brisbane, did my Masters in Medical Imaging Science through University of Sydney, and I've just finished my MBA through Macquarie University as well. So
You like your studying?
yeah, I love learning, but I was thinking about going back and doing more, but it's not cheap, so I think I'll draw the line there.
Why did you want to do an MBA?
Good question. So I knew, I guess, to take the next step in my career, I kind of had to go broader or know more than just like clinical and technical knowledge, like how does a CT scanner work, or like.
Yeah.
So I really had to broaden my horizons, and there's no way that I could be sort of where I am today or doing what I'm doing without having done my MBA. I learned so much. Probably the best thing was the final project where we actually got to do a real consulting project with a real business. So we were in a team, I think it was 6 of us, and they were from all over the world, like Zambia, Austria, Australia, Singapore, and we presented to the CEO and made some strategic recommendations for the business, and that was just like the best learning experience. So if you're thinking about it, like I would highly recommend anyone that's thinking about doing an MBA. Yeah.
So tell us, what's your role now at AGFA and what do you do?
A bit of everything. So as I said, I'm a clinical product manager. I have a background as an application specialist as well and customer success. So being a product manager is kind of a blend of everything. So you do a bit of apps. Customer success is obviously the most important thing. I guess it's what I kind of bring to the table, or what I really like is, because I do have that clinical background, I can really easily see and identify opportunities for improvement. Like clinically, when you go on site, you speak to patients or you speak to doctors, radiologists, radiographers, and identify, I guess, you can identify needs and then translate that to kind of other people who may not have a clinical background.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably one of the most important aspects of my role. Something else I do is make a lot of our e-learning content, so on our customer portal. And I think this is really important for anyone that wants to, I guess, broaden their horizons or do something new. Look at what you enjoy doing and how you can blend that with your career. So I'm really creative. Like, I love art, I love music, and making videos is creative, even though it's still work. Like, I still get to make stuff, if you know what I mean. So, yeah.
What are you most looking forward to for the next year?
The next year, that's a really hard question. So, the next big thing I'm looking forward to is going back home in March for my brother's wedding. We're having puppies in 2 months, so I'm really looking forward to that. We have 2 Australian Shepherds,
Cool.
Yeah, but I mean, just day to day, I do wake up and look forward to going to work, which is good. Like, I'm lucky to be in that kind of position.
Do you do a lot of homework?
It's a mix.
Or is it kind of going around to conferences, working on site?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know that if, like, we do have an office, which is about an hour away from where I live.
Yeah.
And it's great going in and, you know, seeing the team. Actually, when I was preparing for UKIO, setting up the demo kit and whatnot, and testing it in the office, there was a day when there was no one else in, and I felt really lonely. But usually you go in and there's a lot of people there, which is really nice. And, you know, I think what's really important is having a good team. Someone in the industry once said it's not about the product, it's about the people. And, like, yeah, that really hit me. And I'm fortunate, especially being an expat, where I don't have any family apart from my husband and his family in the UK, that I kind of feel like my colleagues are my family. So, yeah, I really look forward to going to the office. If I work from home for too long without getting out, I kind of get cabin fever, and I'm like, I need to go and speak to some customers. So, yeah.
That'll be the sales in you coming through for your first job.
I don't know, like, you know, when you're a radiographer, you speak to people every day,
So
and then if you're stuck behind a computer, just not the same. And, like, Teams and email are great, but they will never replace in-person communication. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
here
you.
at Rad Chat, and good luck with the rest of your career.
Thank you.